Welcome to Cruising with Kayfabe. I'm Mongo.
I'm Emily.
And today we're going to do something that we've been wanting to do for a while. We are going to fantasy book our very own Continental Classic, a women's Continental Classic, 12 picks, one winner. But here's the catch. She booked her own, and I booked my own, so we don't even know who has who's in what league, or even really what the finals look like.
We're to the point where, I'm telling him he can't even have his notes out right now because I don't want to be spoiled for what he's got in store for me, and I refuse to show him what I have in store for him. The only thing we've revealed is the colors of our Continental Classic leagues.
And after that, we're going to book our fantasy pay-per-view. We've each came up with a 7-match pay-per-view. We're going to fantasy book what matches we'd like to see, whether they're stories or just fun matches.
And the only thing we know for those are the locations and the name of the pay-per-views.
We don't know any matches, any structure, any participants. Then after we're done with that, we're going to talk about something that was suggested by you in the comments a couple times. What are some of our pet peeves in wrestling? Now, we're not going to sit there and be old man yelling at the clouds, screaming, but we're going to tell you some of the funny things that just drive us bonkers or grind our gears.
Yes, and mine are definitely minuscule because there's not much to hate.
But the great thing about this is live, and if you're watching this after, don't worry, you can still put everything in the comments. We want your interaction, so as we're going through the Continental Classic, the pay-per-view, what grinds our gears, throw yours in the comments. We'll read them too. We'll see what your thoughts are. But I think, we also want to make sure we're going to talk about Dynasty and Dynamite a little bit before we get in. But I'm excited for an episode tonight.
Me too. This is the first time I've been prepared days in advance, not just hours. I think that this is just so exciting, and I'm loving what AEW is giving at the moment, and I definitely can't wait to talk about Dynamite.
Are you loving their vibe?
I am loving the vibe.
I am too. We kick off with a stellar Dynamite from St. Paul. We open with Kenny versus Swerve, EVP for #1 contendership. I don't know how anyone could not love this match. Swerve was dominating the entire match. They went out on the barricade with a pile driver. They were all over the arena. They were all over the ring. Swerve hit multiple stomps. Kenny hit multiple V-triggers. But then the one-wing angel, nobody kicks out. Like 2 people in all of wrestling have kicked out. Swerve couldn't kick out. Kenny Omega is your brand new #1 contender. He's going to Dynasty, the god of pro wrestling, versus the devil himself. What are you thinking? What are you feeling about Kenny Omega and MJF going into Dynasty?
I don't know what to expect out of this because no matter who you throw at MJF, he kind of models what he's always done, and there's not really a way to change up his style, whereas Kenny Omega changes style depending on opponent. So I think that this is going to be MJF's bread and butter. And Kenny, yes, MJF, I see MJF winning this. I don't see Kenny taking this.
I see there's 2 potential endings to this. I see A, Kenny Omega winning, taking the title into Wembley, or B, Kenny Omega losing, but we get a triple threat or some sort of rematch at Double or Nothing. It's hard because where do you end MJF's title reign? Where do you end this? He's been on such another level. Like Adam's saying here in the comments, MJF's championship until he leaves for another movie. Right, he's been on such a generational run, and he's taken on Nick friggin' Nemeth at Creative Pro. It's cool to see that he's really kind of going out of his comfort zone, because his first title defense, he had it for a long time, but he kind of bragged about how he wrestled on his terms. Now, he's kind of going out there, and he's kind of doing the antithesis of his first run. So I really enjoy it. I'm kind of excited to see.
That was a really big word for a high school graduate.
The opposite of his.
Okay, thanks.
But I've really enjoyed it. I enjoyed the build. I enjoyed that promo on Dynamite when you had Omega surprise MJF, and he comes out and he's just like, "Hello, Maxwell." He's like, "Do you want a match?" He's like, "Of course I do." He's like, "Why not the god of pro wrestling versus the devil?" And I like that they kind of matched wits, because Kenny usually kind of gets outmatched in the mic, not in the ring. But he kind of held his own in his first promo, and I'm really looking forward to that match. I know Matt from Canada going to Vancouver with Gemma and Brian and all them. I'm jealous because that wouldn't be even the end of the card, because we know we have Cope and Cage going against FTR for the tag titles. You had a great promo where Cope and Cage were basically saying, "We let you in our house for dinner, you knew our families, and you attacked Beth." And then Dax, savage as hell, goes out there and is like, well, I mean, Copeland, you're just a nostalgia act. Let's face it. Like, shots fired. So, Copeland Cage FTR. What are your thoughts? Early thoughts on it, and what are your thoughts on the feud?
Um, Honestly, like, I thought I'd be over this, but I'm not. I'm so ready for this to happen. I think that we've been waiting for it to
Lucky
happen
Adam.
for so long. It's just, I don't know. Like, I just want Beth to come back as a surprise. Like,
Again, get some revenge.
yeah, I think that would be really fun to see Beth come through. There's so much going on here. I want to talk about the other match.
Well, then, I mean, that good call for the other match, because then you'd have Will Ospreay cutting a promo basically saying to Jon Moxley, you took me out in front of my countrymen. You put me in the hospital. You caused this scar. First, I want to take Pac, and he's going to take care of him in Winnipeg, but I want you. I want fucking revenge. I want you at Dynasty.
You mother...
Non-title match, pure grudge match. Billy Goat's first pay-per-view back. I mean, realistically, hasn't missed a pay-per-view. He didn't wrestle at Revolution, but think about it. Hasn't really missed a pay-per-view since his injury. Now he's coming back. He's looking to take Moxley's head on the silver platter. So I'm excited for this match because I think it sets up Ospreay to enter the Owen. So I'm excited. Is this the match you're super excited for?
It is. That is. So Mongo gave me some like little key points he wanted us to touch on, and one of the thing is one match you're looking forward to. All I wrote was Ospreay versus Moxley. I have no expectations going into this match. I don't want any expectations going into this match. I want to see Will Ospreay take it to a new level, not just his assassination. I want to see Will Ospreay almost not technical, but I want to see him in like submission. Like I really want to see. Maybe it is a technical matchup.
I mean, they did have a great match at Windy City Riots. I mean, if you go back and watch that, he did try to kind of keep up with Moxley's grittiness and pace. I was just funny because you said assassinate, and it was just all I could think of is just, you know, Assassin's Creed, like a style.
Like
and when you hit the
hardcore,
assassination,
like...
you hit it, you get the end screen. So, like you said, assassinate, I'm just picturing like him actually assassinating Moxley, like the way you said it. It was just comical in a good way. But yeah, I think like having a good drag out match where, you know, you have some chin locks and some arm bars and some submissions will be entertaining. I think it's going to be fun. I think, again, you have massively stacked card already for Dynasty, and there's only 3 matches announced. And we obviously know there's more C's planted, because you'd have Tekla taking out Mina, and she used some brass knuckles, which apparently some people are claiming that's Logan Paul's shtick, which is weird. And, you know, that didn't really end the way I wanted to, but Tekla's still kind of continuing her reign. But who's going to step up? Who do you think is going to who's going after Tekla for that title?
I don't know who is going to step in to take on Tekla for the Women's World Championship, because I feel like we've seen a lot of the same, like 5 women rotating out for the title, and I want to see someone newer but still keep that same level of competition there, because someone needs to get on to her level to really get there. What's going on? Talking Dynamite to Dynasty.
Seeing this build. We also going to be booking a Continental Classic. We're going to be booking a pay-per-view, talking about wrestling pet peeves, chilling on Friday night.
I could see it being the CEO. I'm ready for her to come back through the world title picture.
I think the CEO, I put it out there, I think she's going to win the Owen to get in the title picture. I think she's going to earn that babyface run. But yeah, I could see the CEO being a challenger to Tekla, but do we set that match up already, or do we have someone that maybe we haven't seen in the title picture? Do we have someone that maybe hasn't been in the title picture for a while, or maybe someone new that comes from Ring of Honor? Maybe Billy Starks steps up a little bit. I have her in my ideas. Like, she hasn't really wrestled on Dynamite in over a year, and I like that Tekla resigned. I like what she's doing. I think Tekla is a beast. Kris thinks Mercedes as well. I don't know. Can you have Mercedes lose 3 straight title matches? I think that's hard for 3 world's title matches, but I agree. The crash out continuing.
Also, I want to bring up Taz was back.
Yeah, it was great to see Taz back on commentary. Happy Jones over here, just hearing all his commentary. It's missing something when he's not there. Like, you really do notice like some of the comedy's missing, some of the fun Like, I mean, I used to love on AEW Dark when he would sing Nyla, Nyla, Nyla Rose. Like, when he would just be funny and just having fun.
See, that's the part I don't like. However,
I guess maybe it's a guy thing. I enjoy it. I don't know. Because I'm random like that.
I also think that they need to bring up more from a tag division standpoint. I want to see another new tag team rotated into the mix. I like that Top Flight is being, or Sky Flight is being reintroduced.
Okay, that's actually the next one I was going to talk about. So Skyflight and takes on the Death Riders, and you had Moxley trying to take out Zeta with the Doomsday device. So Zeta and Moxley kind of getting involved, which is cool because Zeta revealed on her Instagram earlier that week too, the first shirt she ever bought as a wrestling fan was a Dean Ambrose shirt. So she got to share the ring with someone she kind of idolized growing up. But does this kind of tease what you've been saying for years? The trios titles can be all gender. Like, that was a great little teaser. Can you imagine Skyflight, Zeta Steel, Dante, and Darius having the trios titles? What kind of matches they could have?
It would be fantastic. Perhaps phenomenal.
It would be. I agree. Private Party, someone I want to see come back in the tag division. Butcher and the Blade. I'd love to see when Jake Doyle's healthy again. I can't wait to see Doyle and Dunkzilla. Like, I think that's a great name. D&D, Doyle and Dunkzilla. I'm gonna trademark that. Not really. Not paying that money. Skyflight has stepped up their game. I think so too. I really think that they have a better presentation now.
So we covered.
Zeta is absolutely phenomenal. I think she was such a great signing. I mean, she left WBID. She took a shot at herself, and I think it's working.
We took a little bit of time to talk about her, especially in our 30 under 30 women. I think that for me, Zeta is just fantastic. She's 23 years old. She's been wrestling for so long now. It's almost like she is a veteran in the business. And I'm so excited to see where this is going to take her, being in AEW and teaming up with somebody like Christopher Daniels.
I like that too. She's got great mentorship. She's got a veteran in Scorpio Sky who can show her kind of, he has Ring of Honor experience, AEW experience. He's wrestled around the world. He has Christopher Daniels as a mentor. So she can learn with Sky Top Flight. I can't say
if
the name together.
If you think about
like they can work together and she can kind of learn the ropes from them too.
Well, yeah, because she can take a lot from them as far as like ring awareness is concerned, and the fact that they're all the same age. I just absolutely love everything going on with Skyflight, and I want to see more of them. And again, just Private Party. There's so many tag teams in this division that we can discuss and bring out.
And I think, too, speaking of tag team vision, you kind of had a little showcase of a new tag team of Orange Cassidy and Roderick Strong.
Yeah.
But the Dogs finally getting a well-needed victory, and I love, pardon me, I love when they do, that modified, I think it's called full clip. It's like a modified flipping, back drop. I don't know what you'd call it, but it was a cool finish. I like that there's still a story there. Is Roddy, he said he's in the conglomeration. Is he, isn't he? I like that. Again, another way to kind of introduce tag teams. But then I think what we really have to talk about, the big moment of the night, the main event, Roosh just dominating Darby almost the entire match. Like 80% of that match was all Roosh, and that crowd was behind him.
It was a lot.
I mean, there was a lot of Roosh chants, and then him just throwing him around like a rag doll. The Darby sneaking the victory, grabbing his legs, flipping over, getting the bridging pin. But then our boy, Dunkzilla, I said his name, and he appears, comes out, deadlift, pile drives him right on the apron, stage, ramp, whatever we're going to call it. It wasn't the apron, I apologize. They go into the ring. Don Callis' family is beating everyone up, except for Andrade. You notice Andrade didn't seem to want to join in on the festivities.
Is his business almost done with Don Callis?
It almost seems like it is. I agree. Roosh is a monster. I think he needs a better push, more TV for Roosh.
We love the Outrunners.
Absolutely love the Outrunners. Our co-host Jeff and I dressed up as the Outrunners for the Jericho Cruise. It was one of our favorite things. Jeff is a champ. He dyed his hair. We both dyed our mustaches in the hotel room the day before the cruise. I shaved completely, grew out a whole mustache caterpillar for it. She hated it, but I absolutely love dressing up.
Andrade I just wasn't ready for not having the beard, okay? When you've seen a man with a beard for almost a decade, it's a lot.
Andrade versus Darby at Dynasty. That would be a fun match. I would love to see Andrade versus Darby.
That would be interesting, actually.
Speaking of interesting, I think we've talked about Dynasty and Dynamite, but now we got some more people on here. I think it's time for what we promised in the beginning. Let's book our Continental Classic. So real quick, give everybody a little bit of a heads up. There's 12 people in a Continental Classic, 6 in each league. We each chose 12 participants. We might have same, we might have completely different. Emily's going to go first. She's going to reveal her Continental Classic. She's going to reveal how her bracketology shapes out, the final four, and the winner. So, Emily, would you like to introduce your Continental Classic?
Yes, and if you want to go back and watch this again, we're going to put pictures up, so this will make way more sense, because I'm going off a picture I made.
And as you know, Continental Classic is a match where you have to face 5 different opponents because there's 6 people in each bracket. Each match is worth 3 points. 1 point if you tie, 3 if you win, 0 if you lose. The person with the most points and the most tiebreakers wins, and the runner-ups face the winner of each division. So without further ado, what is your first league, and who are your 6 participants?
I have the Magenta League.
Ooh.
And I have Willow Nightingale, Kris Statlander,
Okay.
Alex Windsor,
Windsor.
Tekla, Megan Bayne, and Deonna Purrazzo.
Ooh, that is a solid lineup right there. I like that one.
You want to show the best of the best when you're doing this, and you want to give a little bit of I feel like a little sprinkle of something new and fresh mixed with Ring of Honor. I don't know. I feel like the Continental Classic
balance.
is a perfect balance.
I like that you got magenta. You kind of got a different mix of some technicality there, some strong style. I like it. How's your Magenta League shaping up?
So, Willow versus Kris Statlander.
Ooh, I already like that one.
That's going to go later in the league, that'll be towards a bigger style match, maybe a pay-per-view match. I don't know. But Willow and Kris are going to tie. We're going to tie that out right there. Then Willow and Alex Windsor. Willow is going to win.
Willow's going to win? Okay.
Against Alex. And then against Tekla, she will lose. Megan Bayne and Deonna, she will win.
Okay.
So then you've got Kris Statlander tying with Willow. And then winning over Alex and Deonna, but losing to Tekla and Megan Bayne.
Ooh, 2 straight upsets.
So Willow has 10 points, Kris has 7.
Okay.
Alex Windsor will lose to Willow, Kris, and Tekla, but will win in a surprise over Megan Bayne and tie with Deonna.
Okay, well, I like it.
I feel like Alex and Deonna have such a good chemistry, I could really see them tying this up. So Alex would only get 4 points, but it wouldn't be for nothing. She's going to win over Megan Bayne? Okay. She's something to mess with. Then we've got Tekla coming in strong. Tekla's going to win against everyone except Megan Bayne.
Okay, I like that. Tekla kind of runs the division, but she has that one person she can't beat, Megan Bayne. I like that one.
And she will get 12 points and end up dominating this.
So, based on your math, you have Tekla and Willow winning.
Yes.
So Tekla winning, Willow runner-up?
Yes.
Okay.
So Megan Bayne will have 6 points and Deonna will have 3 because Deonna is going to win in a surprise against Megan Bayne.
So kind of plays upset there. I like it.
Yeah. I think that people underestimate what Deonna's got going on, and I really want to hone in on the fact that she's someone to mess with, and I love it. So yes, we're going to have Willow being the runner-up to Tekla for this division.
Okay, I like it. Okay, so now we have your second. What's your second one?
So we have the Teal League.
I like it.
I have Mercedes Monet coming in with 7 points. She's going to tie up with Athena. Oh, hold on. Your girl's got to run down the whole card.
That's right. Who is in this league?
Mercedes Monet, Persephone, Athena, Marina Shafir, Harley Cameron, and Lena Cross.
We have a lot of differences already, but I like this.
So, Mercedes is going to lose against Persephone again. And then tie it up with Athena. We're going to see her win against Marina Shafir. She's going to lose against Harley Cameron because Harley's got to get a win, and it's going to be against Mercedes.
Oh, Harley with the upset. I love it.
And she's going to win against Lena Cross. So Marina Shafir and Lena Cross will be wins. Athena will be a tie. The rest is our loss.
Okay.
7 points. Are we still here?
Yes, we're still here.
Okay. So then we've got Persephone coming in with winning against Mercedes Monet, winning against Athena, losing to Marina, winning against Harley, and losing to Lena. Not necessarily in these orders either. It's just she's going to have 3 wins, 2 losses with 9 points.
Right, you're just going by the scoreboard. You're not going when they have them. I agree. I did the same thing. Okay.
So then we've got Athena tying it up with Mercedes, losing to Persephone, and then she's going to get 2 wins here. She's going to have Marina Shafir and Harley Cameron. So she's going to end up with 7 points. So she's actually going to lose to Lena Cross.
Okay, I like that. Get kind of
dominant.
Get the new person to showcase. I dig it.
Marina Shafir is going to have a little bit of bad luck here. She's going to lose to Mercedes Monet, Athena, and Lena Cross.
Oh, so she's your pin eater. Okay, I like that.
However, she's winning against Persephone and Harley Cameron.
Interesting.
Harley is in the same boat. She's going to lose against Persephone, Athena, and Marina Shafir, but win against Mercedes Monet and Lena Cross.
So who do you have coming out as victor, and who do you have coming out as runner-up?
So, my victor is a tie. Persephone and Lena Cross are both going to come through with 9 points.
Okay, so how are you going to do? Because now you have to have a Final Four, so how are you going to get to your Final Four?
They're going to have a match, maybe at a pay-per-view. We'll see who wins.
Okay, so who's your Final Four after they have that match?
It's still Persephone and Lena Cross, but Persephone's going to tier over Lena. So it will be Lena versus Tekla, Willow versus Persephone. They're going to have matches, and then Persephone versus Tekla.
In the finals?
In the finals.
And does, I'm guessing, Tekla win?
Tekla is winning this.
Okay, so Tekla wins your Continental Classic.
I knew he would be surprised by this. Because
I am, because
it's not someone I would normally
Tekla's not your
pick.
favorite character right now, but you love her wrestling, so I appreciate that. Adam chiming in. He has a core league with Diana, Deeb, Rosa, Athena, Sky Blue, and Zeta, and that's the technical group. Athena wins Dominate the second. I like that. Now, mine shapes up a little bit differently, and I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. So, I also picked my 2 leagues, but I have the Purple League for my first one, and the participants in the Purple League are Queen Amanada, Megan Bayne, Sky Blue, Athena, Billy Starks, and Maya World. Now, Athena,
I almost used Maya.
Now, Athena dominates. She gets all 15 points. She wins every single match. She beats every single person single-handedly. She sets the Continental Classic record. Takeshita has the record right now at 12. Athena says, records are meant to be broken, and I'm the goddess. Fallen Goddess, 15. Sweeps everyone, beats everyone, complete domination of the Purple League. So that kind of opens it up to the rest of the league, because everyone already has a loss to Athena. So now you have Queen Amanada. Well, she needs to really get some momentum, but her first match against Bayne, she struggles and she loses. Then her and Sky Blue, they go so close, but they had a time limit draw, so they get 1 point.
I like that you did that too.
Then she goes in to fight Billy Starks, and she gets a little bit of revenge because she beats Billy Starks. She gets 3 points. However, Maya World would upset her because she was going for runner-up. Maya World, upset win, roll-up victory. So Queen Amana is eliminated, but she gets 4 points. Now Megan Bayne also dominates this a little bit early. She comes in right away, takes out Queen Amanada, gets 3 points. She has to go against Sky Blue. Sky Blue almost beats her multiple times, but they end up going outside and they get counted out. So they only get 1 point each because they both get a count out because Megan Bayne couldn't get back in the ring in time. Sky Blue held on. So poor Sky Blue already has 2 draws, but that knocks Megan Bayne down to a must-win situation against Maya World, and she dominates Maya World, and she wins. She gets 3 points. However, she loses to Athena, and her last match against Billy Stark loses to Billy Stark. So she goes into her last match with a loss, hoping the rest of the league shapes up, because now she's in danger of elimination due to tiebreakers.
So what are your points?
So right now Queen Amana is at 4 points, Megan Bayne's at 7 points, Athena is at 15. Sky Blue has a great showing with Queen Amanada. Like I said, had that tie. Another one with Bayne, struggled, had that tie. Got demolished by Athena. With Billy Starks, she finally thinks she's about to get the win, but she comes to another time limit draw. Sky Blue has 3 time limit draws. She just can't catch a break, but she's the underdog of my tournament. She's one that she comes so close every single time, and she just has that bad luck. Like that next year, she's going to get it, that Kyle Fletcher sort of luck. So she ends up with only 3 points because Maya World would shock her and get another victory. So let's go to Maya World since you've heard a couple of those. So Maya World actually has 2 shocking victories. Queen Amanada and Sky Blue for a total of 6 points. So now Billy Starks, who holds a tiebreaker, has to do everything she can or else she won't be able to get runner-up. So Billy Starks, she beats Queen Amanada soundly. She loses to Megan Bayne. Again, earlier, she tied with Sky Blue. She loses to Athena, but she beats Maya World at the end at 6 points. But it's not enough because Megan Bayne, because of that one draw over Sky Blue, had 7 points. So my winners are Athena in first place and Megan Bayne as runner-up. And then, obviously, you have to have a second league. So now I have the Silver League. The participants in the Silver League is Kris Statlander, a returning Hikaru Shida, Alex Windsor, Jamie Hayter, Persephone, and High End. So this league is a lot closer than the other one. The other one, Athena clearly dominated. This one didn't really have a clear dominator except for Jamie Hayter. So we're going to start in order. We're going to start with Statlander. She starts off strong, but Shida coming back shocks her and she gets the win. So Kris Statlander loses right away. Then she said she's going to rebound. She goes against Jamie Hayter and she loses again. So Statlander is already 0-2. So she now needs to clean sweep the rest of her bracket. And she gets 2 quick wins over High End and Persephone. And she wins there, comes to 19 minutes, but she ends up winning at the last minute. So Kris Statlander ends with 9 points. She gets 3 victories, 9 points. Shida, as you know, gets that shocking victory over Statlander, but would suffer 2 losses back-to-back to Windsor and Hayter. She would go against Persephone, would lose against Persephone, but she would get a victory over Bayne World to end with 6 points. High End to end with 6 points.
I want to point out really quickly, like 3 hours ago, this man goes, "You want me to put points in these?"
Hey,
and you've got a story for every fucking match.
Because I had to justify my points. Alex Windsor shocks because she comes out early and she dominates. She gets her first victory over Shida. Then she wins over Hayter. She beats her current tag team partner. Then she wins her 3rd straight match over Persephone. So she wins 3 in a row, gets 9 points. However, High End scores an upset victory over her. And then she loses her last match to Statlander. So now her and Statlander are tied for 9 points with Statlander holding the tiebreaker. But Jamie Hayter, she went on the tear in my division. She beat Statlander handily. She beat Shida handily. The upset to Windsor. Her and Persephone go to a time limit draw. There's a lot of time limit draws in mine because I don't know how else to justify the 1 point. Her and Persephone go to a time limit draw. But poor High End gets all that aggression by Jamie Hayter taken out of her. The winner of my tournament, Jamie Hayter, demolishes High End to get 10 points. Most points in the league so far. As you know, based on the math so far, now we have Persephone, who would lose to Statlander, but have the upsets over Shida, have the victory over High End, and have the draw with Jamie Hayter, would end at 5 points. And High End, unfortunately, only had 1 win, but it was an upset victory over Windsor. And because she had that upset victory over Windsor, that knocks out Windsor, makes Kris Statlander my runner-up. So my winner is Jamie Hayter, and my runner-up is Kris Statlander.
Okay.
So now I got to get my notes up because I have my finals so I don't mess them up. So my final 4 would be Jamie Hayter versus Megan Bayne, and Athena versus Kris Statlander. Athena beats Statlander, and Megan Bayne beats Jamie Hayter to surprise Hayter, leading to the rematch Bayne versus Athena. Remember, she lost to Athena in my Continental Classic.
Okay.
She avenges that, and she beats Athena, which then has the winner of the tournament, Megan Bayne, upsetting the person who set the record. So Megan Bayne is the winner of my Continental Classic.
I love that I have Persephone, who is a newer talent, and you have Megan Bayne, who's also fairly new. I just love that, like, we're putting the full spin on this, and clearly, however they are booking these women, we are here for it.
And, you know, I give a lot more respect to Tony Khan and AEW after trying to not only fill out these brackets, but not make someone just lose every single one, or not make someone win every single one, and try to make sure the matches made sense, the finals made... I don't know how people in wrestling do this weekly, 365 days a year, because holy crap, like, we had hours to do it, and I was like, well, this could happen, but I'm not working with real talent with travel issues. I'm not working with TV time constraints, other talent trying to book. So I think that's why our next segment goes well, because this whole episode was us kind of chatting, playing the booker, but it gives me a new respect to how hard this process is.
But I also want to point out the fact that if this was me, to me, the Continental Classic, I would let it be real. If this was purely up to me, we're wrestling for reals. I'm sorry, but
She wants shoot wrestling, like you want brawl for all.
I want to.
That's what the boxing league was called.
I just think a brawl out.
No.
So I think
I like your Scion League too, Adam. That's great.
I think those are really great. I think that part of the fun of all of this is the fact that, like, you really could see all of this stuff happening, and that's kind of why, again, I would just let them really wrestle it out. Let the best be the best. It's where the best wrestle. Let them be their best selves.
Exactly.
And we'll really find out who's good enough. And I think that that's something lacking in wrestling right now. Like, show me for real. Like, I really want to see who's better. And I believe you. It's not real, but I believe you.
But that's what's great. I mean, every year, the Ospreay clip of him hitting that guy with a hidden blade goes viral. And because he made it look so violent and real, TMZ's picked it up. And it's just, some wrestlers are so good at making you think, oh my God. Darby takes bumps and you're like, is he dead? Is he good? Because, like, he'll take a bump on the apron, like, you're like, what are you doing? Ever since Gabe Kidd's arrived, Darby's been, like, in mortal danger. Yeah. It's like Ralph from the bus. I'm in danger. I don't know how Tony does it. Yeah, and Fulham. He does with Fulham's soccer club or football club, excuse me. So that's a great transition. We know how Tony does it. So we also challenged ourselves with another idea. And again, I want to thank Maureen in the comments for this one. This was her inspiration. She said, it'd be fun to see a pay-per-view with matches you want to see, not necessarily all storyline driven, but some fun matches. So we each took 7 matches, because that's one of my favorite numbers, and we decided to book a pay-per-view that we've named and given it a location. So I think I'd like to go first on this one, and then let you go after.
Oh, no. Okay, but are you going into detail like you just did? Do I need to tell a whole story behind my matches?
No, you don't have to tell a whole story.
Oh, my God. I'm, like, not trying to count every pinfall.
Well, just where I have mine up. No. This one I just have.
Guys, he showed me up. I spent 5 minutes. He spent 20.
Not really. We both had good. You had points. You showed me up by having points first. I had to come up with points. I just have to come up with a story in my head for why the points make sense. So I always over-explain, but that's just me. That's just my neurospiciness. But I do like that.
Whose colors did you guys like better?
I was going to say, yeah, Team Purple and Silver or Team
Magenta and Teal.
I like that. So now, here's the pay-per-views. So, Forbidden Door is no longer a thing, so we need a pay-per-view to fill. This is obviously not true. This is just me playing. So we introduced AEW High Stakes in Denver, Colorado. I figured with the gambling theme, high stakes, Denver, funny play on words. So we're going to have our first match. It's a triple threat match. Michael Oku versus Kevin Knight versus Kyle Fletcher. And Oku's going to get the win here. Well, you know, I love me some different. For the first time ever, women's tag team titles defended in Anarchy in the Arena. Women tag team Anarchy in the Arena. You want a bunch of women? I'm giving you a bunch of women. This was inspired by Emily. So we have Davina Rose and Mercedes.
If you don't know who that is, that's Bailey.
AKA Bailey. Versus Brawling Birds. Versus Sisters of Sin. Versus Charlie and Statlander. Again, Anarchy in the Arena. But Bailey and Mercedes are going to get the win and be the new tag team titles. And look, you have a vote for yours, Magenta and Teal. I love it. Well, I like to have tag team back-to-back, so we're going to have a match that I'd love to see, the Young Bucks versus Hangman and Swerve.
But is this a debut, or is this just like...
I just want to see it.
Bailey's been here.
In my world, Bailey's been there.
Okay.
Young Bucks, Hangman, Swerve for the tag team. Hangman, Swerve defeat the Young Bucks to get the titles. I think like the kind of Hangman going evil, getting away from the Elite would be a fun little thing. Then the reason why I call it high stakes, because we have our high stakes 5-way eliminator TBS championship. Megan Bayne versus Lena Cross versus Bozilla versus Tekla versus Queen Amanana versus Persephone. It's not one person gets pinned. You have to pin or submit every single person in this match. There's no disqualification. The only way you can win is pinfall or submitting your opponent. Obviously, the champion has to beat 4 other people to keep their title, but she does because Megan Bayne is dominant and she dominates everyone. She picks up the victory.
She's going to pin Lena?
She's going to pin Lena. Because
But what if Bozilla pinned Lena and then Megan Bayne pinned Bozilla? Does that work?
because then that Megan Bayne would eliminate Bozilla.
So what if Bozilla pinned all but Megan Bayne and Megan Bayne pinned Bozilla?
Yep, that could work too.
Okay, just curious.
Yeah, I never really had I never thought who was pinning who. I just thought it'd be cool to have almost like Elimination Chamber without the chamber. Like you have to pin everyone.
Yeah. I get it. I just want to make sure I get it.
Then number 5, simply because it's a dream match, Ospreay versus Okada, unified title with the winner being Ospreay. My women's title match, Athena versus Willow, with Willow. I mean Athena getting the win, Willow not getting her time just quite yet. And my main event, AEW World Championship Iron Man match, Takeshita versus Kenny Omega, with Takeshita winning 3-2.
I love this so much because we're so similar but so opposite at the same time. We have a lot of people in the same places.
I'm making you proud, Jeff. I'm making you proud. So, what is your pay-per-view name in city and state?
All right. So, we are playing Texas Hold'em in Houston, where they held All In.
Okay.
May not be as big, but we're going to figure this out together.
I like it.
So we have the first time ever 0-hour mixed gender tornado tag for the trios titles. We have Skyflight, Death Riders, Premier Athletes, and the Conglomeration. And I bet you know who wins.
Story Denali and wow, that's going to be some massive. That's awesome. I like it.
Yeah, you have to.
Who wins?
Story needs to come up. I'm tired of her in Ring of Honor.
I'm going to say, since you were gushing with them earlier, Top Flight wins.
Skyflight wins.
All right. Zeta Steel getting some gold.
Zeta,
I like it.
Dante, and Darius will hold those titles.
I like it.
Then we're going to get into the main card. So I still have 7 matches.
See, I didn't even do a bonus. You talked about doing you did a bonus.
I asked. I said, can I do a 0 hour? He said yes.
I love it. See, we both go extra on things. It's fine. It's fine.
So my first match is going to be a ladder match.
Ooh.
We're going to have... I'm going to say this in a different order because I think this is more fun. We're going to have Commander versus Roosh versus Bandito versus Gravity versus Vikingo versus Beast Mordos versus Mystico getting Sang out.
Real question. Is there gravity in this match? Because that sounds like a bunch of flippy dippy high fly yes please match.
Exactly why it's a ladder match as well.
I love it.
So, love this idea.
That just got 8 stars from me.
Mystico obviously has to win this.
Okay. And he gets sung out. I love it.
And he is going to get Sang out. Next one, we've got Harley with the Inspiration versus the Mega Baddies, which is Penelope, Lena, and Megan.
Mega Baddies versus Inspiration. I like it. You got a little bit
With
of the comedy
Harley.
against the serious. So I love it. I love it because the promos be so fun leading up. You have the jokesters versus the heels.
I was so excited I forgot to book a winner, so you guys book that for me. Mega Baddies versus
I'm going to say you just had a feel-good moment. I'm going to say Mega Baddies.
Then we've got a no time limit, Andrade versus Ospreay.
Oh, yes, please.
I think that would be really, really awesome. To make it better, can we put Alex in the crowd for Andrade to get a selfie with?
Windsor?
Bring the heat.
Oh, that'd be so fun. Like, she's going to watch Will, but Andrade goes to get a selfie.
Yes.
Oh, that'd be fantastic.
Then we're going to lower the steel cage.
Oh.
We're going to have the Sisters of Sin versus the Brawling Birds.
Okay, in a steel cage. Yes, please.
And while the cage is still down, we're going to have that match interrupted and disqualified by Bailey and Monet, and this is Davina's
So they don't even get the
debut.
match going.
No. The cage is still down. Like
Well,
they're in the match.
In the cage match.
Well, whatever. The match ends.
Okay.
Because you can't keep going. Because Davina makes her debut with Mercedes Monet.
Takes them all out.
Which is why we're in Houston. Because if you know the lore, this is where Mercedes and Naomi walked out.
Okay, so it's kind of like a...
Fuck you.
Like a Uno reverse. I like it.
It's a fuck you. We're here for those tag titles.
I like that we both debuted Davina. I like that.
No, you didn't.
Well, not debut her, but like
that's why I asked.
We both featured her. We both have Bailey on our card winning tag titles.
And then I have a dream match.
Okay.
Kyle Fletcher versus Samoa Joe. This is Kyle's dream match, actually.
I like that you took his real life dream match. I like that.
Yeah, I think that would be a really fun match to watch.
And watching Kyle probably get the win.
Yeah, of course.
Is that your main event?
No.
Oh.
I still got 2 more matches.
That 0 one threw me off.
We have a tag match, the Young Bucks versus Jet Speed versus Cope and Cage.
Okay.
And I think Jet Speed takes the win because Cope and Cage and the Bucks are too focused on each other.
Kind of like they get that upset because the other two are fighting.
Yes.
Like, mom and dad are fighting, let's pin them.
And then my main event, we're running it back, guys.
Okay, what are we running
Money,
back?
money, money. Omega versus Okada, 30-minute time limit. And I didn't book a winner because I was too excited. I don't know what I want.
How about Omega? Because Okada's got the best of him twice.
Okay, then we can go for 5.
And I think it'll be, yeah,
Is that 5?
it'll be 6, I think.
6? Okay.
Who knows? A million.
Whatever, let's keep it going.
I like how I had Omega lose and you had Omega win. That's kind of funny. So let us know in the comments, even if you're watching this replay, which pay-per-view did you like? High stakes in Denver, Colorado? Or did you like some Texas Hold'em in Houston, Texas? Let us know in the comments. So again, let us know in the comments, which Continental Classic did you like? Did you like them all? Did you like both? Did you like none? Do you have other suggestions like Adam? And our pay-per-views. That was definitely fun fantasy booking, I think. But again, what respect I have to people who actually write wrestling for a living. It's fun to fantasy book when we do it online. My big thing is, I don't have an expectation it's going to happen. My favorite quote is from Malcolm in the Middle. When you expect to be disappointed all the time, you don't ever have expectations. That's how WWE taught me to be for so long. So I'll fantasy book things for it to happen. And if it does, awesome. If not, I've been disappointed before. I think this is fun. It's a good exercise. Try it out. Try to book your own Continental Classic. Try to book your own pay-per-view. See how hard it is to book something logical, but also book something with points. Book something different. Let us know. Throw them in the comments if you want to. But I think a little bit of fun. This was suggested at least 3 different times for us. And
I want to go over a little bit of pet peeves.
that's what we're doing.
Okay. I was like, don't end it.
No. I said this topic was suggested a lot for us.
Okay, good.
And I think that a lot of people want to see this because they say, we know you guys talk positive. You don't always talk about things you don't like. Have some fun with it. So we're going to do pet peeves, kind of like that Peter Griffin, what grinds my gears segment, but kind of in a fun way. So we each have about 3 to 4 pet peeves here. And let's go back and forth. You do one, I'll do one. Let's see what we got. So Emily, since I went first last time, I'm going to be a gentleman. What is your first wrestling pet peeve?
Loud fans near the fucking camera.
Yes!
Get rid of the air horn. I don't know who you were. I don't remember what show I watched.
AAA.
Get rid of your
AAA.
air horn.
Oh, it's awful.
Ugh. Okay.
All right.
Ground my gear.
Mine is refs being useless.
Yes.
Like, a Money in the Bank cash-in happens, and it takes 7 to 10 business days for them to go, are you sure? Are you sure? You want to cash it? Like, they don't know what that contract is.
Oh, no.
They take a bump, and they're out for 4 years. They take forever to start a match. They don't use the goddamn giant screen in front of them for replay. They have a freaking 8K screen in front of them, and they don't use it.
True.
Like, oh my God, so-and-so interfered for the 30th time. Or, I always know Roman Reigns has interference, so I'm not going to keep an eye out for it.
Or go to commentary and be like, did you see something?
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's...
Who was it?
What's the point of the ref?
Was it Jack Perry's family that saved him from Jericho? Whose family saved him from Jericho?
It wasn't Jack Perry.
Gravity?
No, it was Bandito.
Oh my God, duh.
Remember, like, he won the match, but then they saved it?
Yes, why can't we get more of that?
Because Aubrey went over to the family, yep. That's what I'm saying, like, I like when they do that, but, it drives me nuts. It's like, what do you mean you didn't know that Don Callis was going to distract you so they could use the screwdriver? You got a freaking giant screen behind you. That's what I mean. But, now, what's your next wrestling pet peeve?
The commercials on HBO Max putting me to sleep during Dynamite.
Oh, like the little... Dong!
Yeah. Can we get different commercials for, like, wrestling fans? I don't know, like...
Hands up, Gabriella.
I do like that commercial. I sing it all day at work. I'm stimming. Hands up, Gabriella.
At least it's not like the one from the early 2000s. Head on, applied directly to the forehead. Head on, applied directly to the forehead.
No, that
Head
was that
on,
stupid Crocs commercial.
That's what I'm
with
saying.
Pete Davidson, butthole eyes.
Oh, Jesus. So, I guess...
Another topic.
My wrestling pet peeve is whenever a wrestler is talking trash to someone in the ring, and their entrance music hits, and they're like they're shocked that the person they've been ripping apart for the past 5 minutes decides to enter the ring. Bonus points when they're like this, like, come on, waiting for them to come out, and they get an obvious sneak attack behind them, either in an obvious hoodie or just in general, but they don't hear the crowd erupting that they're coming in to get taken out.
Yeah, no, that is wild.
So what is number 3 for you?
Championship celebrations and contract signings, because they all end the same way. Can we change it up a little? Make us guess what's going to happen. Can you do one successfully?
Oh, this is going to end anyway.
Someone's going through that table.
Like, it's way too obvious, and I love the cake spots, but now they're too far. Like, we've done them.
That's what I'm saying.
Too many
they're
times.
tropes. They're overdone. That's what these are. These are overdone tropes.
So give me the damn weddings.
So, speaking of overdone, though,
It's been years. It has been years since we've had a wedding. There's only been one in AEW.
that's
in 7
one,
years.
one's enough, though.
In 7 years?
You want to speak of tropes, though. Everyone else, you talk about the cake spot, you talk about the attacking, or I don't know. GCW was the last good wedding one I saw. So,
Hot mess.
my number 3 wrestling trope pet peeve: when a babyface is making a save. So someone's getting beaten down in the ring. You know, oh my God, here comes so-and-so to save them. And they have to hit their entrance music first. Bonus points if they're Jeff Hardy dancing on their way while Matt Hardy's getting destroyed. Or Adam Copeland hitting his pyro. Batista, someone posing first. Like, your homie is getting beaten up in the ring. Why are we aura farming? Why are we stopping and posing? Like, drive me nutty.
Yeah, no, that is ridiculous.
All right, do you have a 4th one?
I do.
What is your 4th one? Because my 4th one's pretty generic.
Stop touching the wrestlers during their matches.
Yes.
It's gross. They're sweaty. They're focused. They're working. They are literally doing the job that they are paid for. Would you want to be touched while you're doing your job? If you touched me while I was serving, I might slap you. I'm too nice for that.
Imagine being at a
still.
CrossFit gym. Like, you're watching a CrossFit competition, you go pet an athlete on the back and like, ooh, baby oil. Like, that's kind of the same thing.
I just think I don't think they baby oil at CrossFit. They're pretty
Well, no,
rough.
at CrossFit, I meant like how wrestlers like usually oiled up or have.
But not even just that. Like, it's not
gross.
even just the sweat.
Personal space.
It's personal space. Like, literally, they are doing their job. If you came up to Mongo while he was at his desk and started just like, that's fucking weird.
Yes, Steve. Not only the long entrance, but when they come out 10
Yes.
minutes, like, just hurry up and enter. My last one, probably controversial, the what chance. I am tired.
No,
of
we had a
the
sign
what
actually.
chance.
This
I am
week.
so tired of the what chance. Any of those chants are just, you're just chanting to be a part of the show. I get it. But then, you know, you got the wrestlers who fucking play into it who will change their cadence. They'll be like, what? I said I'm going to the street. What? To go to the bakery. What? Stop playing into it. Tekla did a good job shutting it down. Tony Storms did a good job shutting it down. I always kind of notice it's always around women, suddenly, suspiciously. But I think they just need to end. It's 25 years old. It's old. It's a quarter century old.
Say it
end
once.
the chant.
It's,
And like bonus.
get rid of the woo.
No, not even just the woo. Whenever like there's just random chants like this is awesome and nothing's going on. What's awesome? What's awesome? Like, I feel like sometimes chants are chants, but they should make sense. Like Jeff always says, when they get the Tinkerbell clap going, the slow clap, like in Not Another Teen Movie, the guy who wants to do the slow clap the whole movie, but then finally at the end he goes do it and someone else does the slow clap for him. You gotta be on rhythm, you gotta be on key.
I just think of the opening of that movie every time. That poor soul.
That poor cake. But yeah, those are our wrestling pet peeves. What do you guys have for some wrestling pet peeves? Let us know in the comment. What's a trope that drives you nutty? Something that drives you bonkers? And, you know, I think we did a good job with our episode tonight, booking, having some fun. And we kind of just wanted to end by saying thank you to everyone. We wouldn't be able to do this without you guys tuning in, watching, liking us, subscribing, everything you're doing. And we appreciate it. We get to talk wrestling, have fun, make content, and talk to people who actually want to hear us talk wrestling, because people in our real lives get sick of it real quick. That's why we started a podcast.
I mean, one of many reasons, but yes.
Well, you know what I mean. Like, we wanted to keep that community of people who want to talk wrestling in good faith. You know, discussions are always be held. We love wrestling, and we love that we're able to do this. And, you know, thank everyone who has ever tuned in, who's ever left us a comment, who's ever liked or shared our stuff. We appreciate it. And you have no idea, the more when you subscribe and share, you interact, it boosts us up. You have no idea how much it helps us. We appreciate it. So I just
We
wanted to end by saying
celebrate
thank you.
every little bit that we get. Like, people don't understand. We're like, oh my God, we got 10 likes on a post. That's great. That's awesome. Like, good job, like, finding that picture or something. Like, it's not that we're truly seeking things out. We find something that we relate to and we enjoy, and we're like, oh, other people will like this too. It's not
It's cool to
like
see
we're
a shared
saying, like,
interest.
yeah, like, we're like, oh, check this out.
Usually it's
know.
because we think something's interesting or something like Josh Alexander with the unfortunate news. Like, it's something I'd want to know. Or this is a really cool post or a really cool poster. And it's just really cool that you guys tune in. You guys like our stuff. You watch our videos. Like, Steve, thank you so much for showing up. I know you said you might not be able to. People who watch our replays, Maureen, I know you always watch our replays and comment. I just appreciate everyone on our TikToks, on our socials engaging with us. You make us want to keep talking wrestling and you make it fun. And I want to say thank you for that. And we appreciate it. It's been 4 years this year, but it's been a fun 4 years.
I am so excited to drop this post edit so that you guys can see and really visualize what our classics were. So again, like, at least fast forward to that portion of the video. That way you can kind of see what we're talking about. Because I think we did a really great job on these cards.
I think so. I think a good old cliche pat on the back works
Like,
out.
our scorecards are pretty awesome.
I think so. And if you have scorecards, let us know. Throw them in the comments, throw your predictions. Make sure you give us a like, a follow, a subscribe. We appreciate that. And we're going to keep doing these Fridays with other topics. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, Steve. Appreciate that. I appreciate everyone. And we're going to go. It's Friday night. We're going to go wrap up tonight. So, again, remember, always
Keep the kayfabe.
And good night.
Bang!